Hey, it's Laura Hanson, certified high performance coach. One thing that I am grateful for is that you cannot smell me through this camera, all right? I just got back from a 24-hour excursion that started with a meltdown that led to eating a bunch of cookies, sitting in a graveyard, and reading the Bible. So if that doesn't scream that was a low point to you, let me just admit that was a low point for me. And the reason why I bring that up and the reason why I'm sitting here recording to you while I'm still feeling like a hot mess is because I want to make it real for you. I want to really show you that life isn't perfect, and even for someone who's a coach and has been through extensive training and learned different tips and tricks on how to get myself out of these things, I still experience those low points, and I still have times when I just got to get away. I just got to go. And what I did was I went on the Blue Ridge Parkway in Virginia and I just drove south with no destination in mind until I was done driving, slept in my car with my dog laying on top of me, and decided, you know what, it's time to go home. And so here I am. I'm back in my hometown. I'm back in Charlottesville, Virginia, and I want to talk to you about resilience in a new way, because the way I used to look at resilience was this marathon or an ultra marathon where it was going to be a long time period. I didn't know when it would end, and my only job was to make it through and to not give up and to keep grinding through every ounce of it, right? But this recent experience that I've had, from meltdown yesterday to restored and back at it today, is exactly what I want to show to you as what's possible when we're able to get control of our thinking and redirect our emotions and redirect our focus much quicker than we did before, when it was more like, okay, I just have to go into put the walls up, put the boundaries up, and just focus on the grind and focus on anything and everything I've done before to get through it. Meaning for me, that was, I'm just going to stay up late and get the work done because I wasn't able to get the work done during the daytime. So I'm just going to have to punish myself that way. Or I'm just going to have to eat a bunch of sweets and spike my sugar levels up and lean on the caffeine super heavy so that I can keep going and put myself in a good state of mind in order to go through this. But what I've found is what's way more productive is just taking that opportunity to break free from the stress. And it may not be a 24-hour road trip for you. It may look completely different, which is fine, but breaking free from the stress and giving yourself permission to break free from that stress is part of what is going to get you back to yourself quicker, rather than having to say, well, I signed up for this, I'm gonna have to keep going. I know it's gonna be at least another 2 weeks probably until I'm back, because that's my average, and one day I'll feel good again, and just hang in there. This is life. My friend, life doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to feel like it's such a challenge. So step one, get yourself away from the stress. Even if it's 30 minutes, do something to remove yourself from that stress. Now, step two is equally as important, because step two is requiring you to identify what is it that you're thinking about that's causing you to be so stressed out. Because stress typically comes from thoughts that lead us to say, man, I'm never going to get that done, or this is not going to work out for me, or I just have too many obstacles in my way. Or you start noticing this: where is something that I can turn to that I'm already good at, that I've excelled in before, and how can I just go do more of that? Or how can I use my time in a way that looks like I'm getting stuff done, but I'm really not making any progress towards that thing that I want to? It's being able to identify these thoughts that help identify, okay, what is my mind even focusing on? Where is the stress even coming from? Because a lot of times it's not the external environment. We blame it on others. We blame it on the rain, so to speak, or the workload that we have. But it's not those things. Those things don't actually have any meaning. We just associate and assign meaning to those things, and then we get stressed out. So the third thing is this: when we have those thoughts, they generate emotions within us. And those emotions are typically what's really taking making us take the back seat in our lives, and the emotions come in and take that front seat control. And so what I mean is the anger or the sadness or just feeling bad or unhappy in general, whatever that may be, because for all of us, we have that unique unhappiness that we kind of sink down into. Whatever that is, I want to challenge you to say, do I want to feel this way, or can I feel better? And is what I'm doing right now feeding that unhappiness, or is it helping me be more happy? Now, a classic example, this is just easy to go off of, but if you're listening to the radio, okay, or shuffling or created station on whatever app you use, and the sad breakup song comes on, are you listening to the sad breakup song? And if you are, who are you thinking about? Where's your mind going? And how's that making you feel, right? What if you just changed the station? What if you started listening to something that made you feel happy? Could you give yourself permission to feel happy? Or would you say, no, I'm not supposed to be happy right now. I don't want to be happy. I want to be stressed out and I want to be angry. If that's you, my friend, I'm sorry. I can't help you, because they're simply, well, you're already winning because you're already getting exactly what you want. I'm here to say that you don't have to be unhappy, but part of that is giving yourself permission to be happy. Part of that is giving yourself permission to shift your thinking into something that's more positive. Part of that is giving yourself permission to come out of that state of unhappiness and to focus and turn yourself towards something that does make you happy. Even if it's like reminding you of being a kid when you're like, I'm not saying I'm sorry, or I deserve to be unhappy and it wasn't right the way I was treated, and so that's the way I'm gonna keep being. You have all the right in the world to keep that up, my friend, but I'm just letting you know, if that's not how you want to feel, just know that it's not a permanent thing. It's not an obligation for you to feel bad, all right? So again, I'm coming to you from my bounce back, and my bounce back is what I like to think of as that resilient period. It's no longer the grind of how long am I gonna have to battle through this, right? I don't have to even put on the armor anymore. I can just say like, okay, it's going on right now. And it's not good and it's not pretty. And I don't want to be in this right now, but I got to do something, because if I just keep going at my normal pace or try and go harder right now, I know that's going to lead to more stress, more overwhelm, more frustration, more disappointment, more comparison. And that's going to lead my work performance to like act like it's hanging on to the edge of a cliff. And then it's going to start dipping down, and you know what I'm talking about, don't you? All right. So here's the thing. Your energy can restore itself so quickly. I'm not faking this smile. I'm like, again, I'm so glad you can't smell me, because I wouldn't be able to fake this smell that I have right now from just getting out of the car with my dog. And I'm not gonna lie, my diet wasn't even that great. I stopped and ate McDonald's, okay? I ate McDonald's on this road trip. That's not even something I normally do, but I did it, right? But here I am. I'm back. I'm feeling great, and I'm ready to go forward into the rest of my week, because honestly, it's Wednesday. And I had to take that pause midweek in order to restore, because if not, we were going downhill, folks. So anyway, I am here just to hopefully be a ray of hope for you, and to say, listen, you put in so much hard work, and I want you to make the sacrifice worth it. I want you to keep dreaming of progress and then going out and creating that. You know, be the force for good in the world. And if you want to come back and check in for more videos, then check out my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Also head over to my website, which is lauraghanson.com. That's LauragHanson, my friends. I cannot wait to share more experiences with you, because this is what makes me come alive, is being able to share, well, the two-dimensional version of myself with you, to help inspire you to keep going, to keep charging the hill, and to keep going after it, because you're worth it. And I love you, my friend. Take care.